Hi, my name is Cameron Davis of Well Spoken Services. The other day I saw something. I thought about it for a few days before beginning this. I'm going to tell you what it read. It read, "The world is faster to support someone in death than to support them in life." I'm going to say that again. This world is faster to support someone in death than to support them in life. I had to let this resonate within me for a few days. And I begin to see this as one of the saddest truths of our time. Now, the other side of the coin was the challenge. How can we as a whole nurture the dim light of compassion in our own souls, which we shine for convenience of self-satisfaction, yet shun our brothers and sisters in times of need? How can we as a whole nurture the dim light of compassion in our own souls, which we shine for convenience of self-satisfaction, yet shun our brothers and sisters in time of need? Is this not a form of judgment? The hardest thing to do is to try not to be judgmental of other people when you yourself are not perfect. As we strive for these new heights in our own lives, we can still share a smile or offer a kind word to those around us that may have lost sight of a path that they were on, or they need to be lifted or shown the way. The greatest struggle of our time, in my opinion, is our own betrayal of self versus who we really are while we're on this journey to become the best versions of ourselves we've ever known. No, I'm not an expert by any means. As we become more connected technologically, I fear that we have also become less connected as humanity. Believe this, as a whole, we are change. As a whole, we are strong. As a whole, we stand for what represents generations of struggle, prosperity, love, and pain. Now I'm going to say that again. As a whole, we stand for what represents generations of struggle, prosperity, love, and pain. Know that the words we speak, the actions we take, the grudges we hold, the emotions we harbor, the open and silent judgments we make against each other are the reasons some of us are still in the same place in life that we were 5 or 10 years ago, spinning our wheels endlessly and not moving an inch or getting anywhere closer to your mark. As an individual, I have had to come to understand what is meant by making a difference. What is it gonna take for me to make a difference? I had to ask one question. What is taking away my most precious asset in the day? So what is taking away your most precious asset in a day? What consumes the majority of your time? Is it work? Some people are working jobs 16, 17 hours a day. Guess what? There's only 24 in a day. That's the one thing that we all have in common. Nobody gets any more time in a day, period. You're not gonna get 28 hours out of a day. Not gonna happen. You can't squeeze an extra one in there, extra hour. It's not gonna happen. So is it work? Is it family? Is it social media? Or is it something else? Is this consumption helping you to attain your goal? Ask yourself truthfully, is this consumption of your most valuable asset helping you to attain your goal? Does this time spent get you any closer? Only you can answer that question, and the only way that you're gonna be able to answer it is to be real with you. Give me a second to change your perspective just a little bit. I'm gonna dial it back. When we were younger, everybody, when you were a little younger or you've ever had to go into a situation where you needed to learn something, what was the one thing that everybody told you you had to do? Practice. The significance of this word is that practice, it means to allow your actions room for growth so your skill or trait is refined to a level of proficiency. Allow your actions room to grow so a skill or trait is refined to a level of proficiency. You can say you're good at it then. Okay, I'm proficient at this. Proficiency, remember this, proficiency is born of sound practice. Repetition is the art of learning. Proficiency is born of sound practice, and repetition is the art of learning. What are you practicing on a daily basis is my question. What are you practicing on a daily basis? How are you practicing? Are you practicing Like you just might want to be able to do that someday? Or are you practicing like it needs to happen yesterday? If I don't know this, my family's not gonna do better. If I don't learn how to do this proficiently, we're gonna be stuck in the same place and never ever experience financial freedom. What are you practicing on a daily basis? Exactly how much irreplaceable time do we all spend adoring, judging, or hating someone else's life choices when our own lives are either in shambles or not where we need them to be in general? Guilty is everyone at some point. So how did I get where I am? Something happened to me one day. I asked myself, why can't I live the life that I know I dream of? What is keeping me away from the things that I really want to experience in this life, like travel, financial freedom, and entrepreneurship opportunities? The answer was me. It was just me. There was nothing else. I had to look in the mirror. It was me. I didn't like what I had become. I didn't like what I had become on the outside or the inside. Selfish, bitter, uncompromising, cold, and disloyal, just to name a few. These things will manifest themselves inside of you as an individual. Then you will project them on your environment, and it affects growth, opportunity, and consistency of focus. You'll hear me say this a lot as I move forward. Become exactly who you say you are. This is gonna be your hardest job because it's the hardest one I've ever had. You have to be exactly who you say you are. You are your life's foundation for success or failure. You are your life's foundation for success or failure. You are the start and end of your own life story. Draw courage. Draw courage from those that are standing before you or that you know or see that are living a life of their passion. Rather than to judge them, be jealous, or have any kind of malice or strife towards them. Strive in your own life. Now I'm gonna say this, I want you to hear this. Strive in your own life because your children and their children will grow up doing the same thing because you have inspired them to not fear being amazing. Fear not any setbacks that may come your way. Any adversity, welcome it because you have the power to overcome it. The life that you deserve is waiting for you. Get up, get out, stop making excuses, and go get it.